She's not really working today. All right, and thankfully what rain we did see, one was mostly in the morning, kind of wrapping up during the early afternoon, and two wasn't a big soaking. The highest official total was over in Gonzales, and that was less than a ½ inch, and really just about a 1/10 of an inch or a little bit more across the metro area. And as Meg had mentioned, the fairgrounds really not too wet. Thankfully what rain we did see had been weakening. Now it did hold together, so we got the rainfall, but it wasn't as intense as it was off to our west and southwest. What is left are some light showers down near the coast, and those are wrapping up. And in fact, there have been periods of some sunshine breaking out, and that really by the mid-afternoon is what allowed temperatures to get into the upper 70s. Had we stayed under cloudy skies, might have been more low mid 70s at the warmest. Does look like we'll continue to see some clearing during the overnight, maybe a little patchy fog tomorrow, and then again kind of a mix of sun and clouds. I'm thinking more clouds than sun, and also the potential for a few spotty showers. Exactly where they form, who knows? But about a 20% chance, about a 30% chance for Sunday. If I'm headed out to Jazz Fest or anything else, I'm having rain gear with me just in case. 78 was our high just before 3 o'clock. And again, that was because we started to finally see some sunshine. Our rainfall today at Kenner, only 1/1600ths of an inch. So decent little soaking, but nothing that would have caused any kind of flooding concerns. A little bit of sunshine trying to peek out over mostly cloudy skies at downtown at the moment. 79 degrees, and dew points actually came down with some of that rain-cooled air. A dew point is 66. 70s and upper 70s and low 80s at Hammond right now, with dew points maybe not as high as they were yesterday. Yesterday saw more of the lower 70s, and today because of that rainfall, we got the dew points to drop a little bit. As far as the winds go, fairly light, and it looks like a fairly light wind overnight tonight. Now, what did help us out during the day today was we did have a weak little disturbance move our way. Thankfully, it was weakening, so what rain we saw wasn't on the strong side, and in fact, not even too many thunderstorms as these were decreasing. Now, we do see another disturbance out over Texas, but this one looks like it's generally going to stay to our north. What I'm showing you here is the upper pattern as well as instability, what may be a triggering mechanism for some rainfall. We see very little of it during the day tomorrow, so 10-20% chance for our Saturday. Now, it looks like as we head into Sunday, slightly stronger little upper feature, more so to our north, but maybe a bit more instability that we could see a few more showers. So for tomorrow, 10-20%, for Sunday, 20-30% chance. Again, not as much rain as we saw today, and we won't have a complex of storms like we saw today or yesterday. In fact, the upper pattern is generally going to keep the severe risk out to our west. For Saturday, that stays up to our north and west, but more so out over West Texas. We'll see more severe weather on Sunday, another bullseye Monday across the plains, and on into Tuesday. Generally, though, this pattern is keeping all of that activity to our north. So we're going to continue to settle down through the night tonight, and far less rainfall in our forecast through the weekend. But if we see more sunshine, that will easily allow those temperatures mid, maybe even upper 80s, and with a heat index into the 90s. Few stray showers may be helping to cool off some of us, but this weekend will be more borderline on the hot side. Not with temperatures in the 90s, but more the feel-like temperatures into the 90s. Coming up this weekend and for every weekend, Friday and Saturday night in Rivertown, if maybe Jazz Fest isn't your thing, we're going to have music in the park out at Rivertown at Heritage Park, as well as movies on Saturday night. And then this Saturday, Friday night and Saturday night looking very nice. And again, that'll be every Friday and Saturday coming up through May. Next week, we're looking at the heat building in with temperatures into the 90s. Most of those days next week will be flirting with records. So let's get through this weekend with a few of our spotty showers, and then our focus is going to be on the heat with high temperatures likely in the low 90s almost all of next week.